Mhm.
Poor- Hi, friends.
Hello.
Hey, y'all. What is going on?
Hi.
Let me know. Happy Sunday, everybody. I just want to know, make sure that we're live and you can see us and hear us and everything. So let me know in the chat in case I need to recalibrate things. But I think we're all, everything looks to be about right, don't you think?
Hi.
Hey,
Yes.
y'all! I brought this is not Megan. This is my mother, who has come to keep me in line this week,
Yes.
y'all. And
Trying.
and we had hey, what's up, friends? There's Bennett and there's Soggy and Leffe is here. There's Matt and Isaiah. Rock and roll. There's Heidi and Mohammed. There's Bruce. There's Lashers. Welcome in, everybody. There's Steve. There's Steven. Welcome in, Mom. Like we got people from all over here.
I
This is
see
this
that.
is so cool, right?
That is
International relations. God
amazing.
knows we need them today, right? And there's Ray, and there's Derek, and rock and roll, everybody. It is a good day. Happy to see y'all. We've been busy
Oh,
today. Mom's
yes.
already been to church. Took Mom to church this morning,
Yep.
and she's already, like got her Sunday clothes off.
Yep.
We're ready after this.
This is Blanton's.
Oh, it's a bottles and stripes.
Yeah. Bottles and
I would
stripes.
I would be patriotic for that.
Yeah.
I got my Blantons, by the way, friends. Mom brought it. It did not break. We had a little bit the other day.
Uh,
Rock and roll. Hi, Ronald. Hi, Richard. Hi, Gil. Good to see everybody. Yeah, Puerto Rico. I know we've got Sweden. I know we've
amazing.
got all over the United States. Let's see. We've got who else? Donna by 10cc is a good song, Leffe
Oh,
says. So we'll have to
thank
listen to
you.
that one.
Okay.
All right. 10cc's is about what I need right now. Of something. Aaron's from Pittsburgh. I know we got a few folks from Scotland that have tuned in. So we're doing it, friends. Rock and roll. It's been a great week.
Mhm.
Mom came in on Wednesday,
Wednesday.
and I by then had all of our Matt's in the UK. Cool. I had all of our videos for last week done, so I've been able to get ahead a little bit. I've already recorded the video for tomorrow,
Monday.
and
Mm-hmm.
we are going to record Wednesday's video tomorrow morning before Mom flies home.
Right.
So Mom's going to be on a numbered episode.
Wow.
Friends, you're going to finally make me feel like I'm doing the right thing.
Right.
You know,
Well,
if
hey,
Mom's here and approves,
I
then we're in good shape.
well, yeah, but does your audience approve?
You have a fan. Maury says that you look way too young to be my mom.
Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah.
No,
I think it's
70,
because of this gray is that
and
it's
this
doing it.
not gray. So I just getting ready to turn 70, 71.
Really?
Really?
Wow.
How about that?
You look great, Mom.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you very
It's
much.
been a great time. Megan's been struggling, friends.
Mm.
Megan's not with us. She is still fighting some sort of virus or some bronchial stuff. She's having a lot of trouble with her asthma and allergies. And so she's actually napping and resting. And trying to get a little bit breathing easier. And we're hoping that all of the meds that she is now on is going to kick in and start helping quite a bit. Thank you, Maury. Appreciate you. Yeah, thank you. Hi,
Oh,
hi, Era.
whoever said I was a goddess, no.
You
Try the devil.
You got to watch out for Seth. He'll make a move on you. You never know. What's up, Blauber? He's Berger. Rock and roll. Cheers. Thanks for being here. Arrow's checking in. Good to see him. Yeah, Soggy. Megan's just dealing with one thing after another, and we're just kind of shooting blanks so far. We're just trying to chase the symptoms, and so far we haven't caught up to it.
Mm-mm.
And so, yeah, she's really been struggling, and it's got me pretty emotional about it because I worry about her. And Yeah. So we're doing the best we can and abiding from day to day. And you're just watching the chat go by.
I am. I'm like,
It's not funny.
oh,
We're this is they're hanging in and they're participating and you
Aw.
know it's a great community. It's a great
It
community.
is.
We should
Treating
remind
us-
people. We should remind people what we were up to last week before I announced this week because if they miss something, then they got to go back and catch up. It's like homework.
Right.
You know, I put out all of these episodes. It's hard sometimes for people to keep up. You know. Oh yeah, Blau Bear, excellent. Yeah, from Braunschweig. Yeah, because I have my Braunschweig thing up on the wall back there. I got that when I was in Braunschweig 24 years ago. Yee. Woo! Okay, last week we started off with some Disturbed. It was ooh, wah, ah, ah, right down with the sickness. And yeah, I think it was for Meg because now she's down with the sickness.
Mhm.
On Wednesday, I celebrated my birthday. That's when Mom came in.
That's yeah.
So we've been having a great birthday week. But I took a look at music from Big Big Train. I've been sharing Big Big Train with Mom.
I like it.
And they're great, aren't they?
They are great.
They're wonderful. And so I took a look at Voyager from Big Big Train on Wednesday for my birthday. And the only reason why I picked them for my birthday is because they're my favorite. And I kind of control things over here. So come on, we did it. It was good. On Friday, we took a look at some early Pink Floyd, the very first song off the very first album.
Wow.
And then the very first song off their very first live album. Same tune, Astronomy Domine, and we loved it. There was some really interesting color chords and chromatics in that. All a whole bunch of creative things and music theory things to talk about in that particular song. We had a great hangout with our council yesterday. Mom hung in for a while. I'm going to edit that this afternoon and get it out, friends, so that the rest of the council who was not able to be with us can enjoy that recording. And then it's here, and we're here, and we're rocking and rolling. What did Seth beat you to, Derek? Where is Seth? Who is Mom's favorite artist? I wonder if it's who we were listening to on
going to church
on satellite radio this morning.
Probably not. Well,
we were listening to Elvis radio.
We were gospel
this morning. It was Sunday morning gospel music with Elvis. We got our religion on the way to church.
Yeah,
listening to Elvis sing like "Amazing Grace, how sweet." It's not funny. That's how he sings. It was good. It was good. It was good. Hi, David. Hi, Steven. Oh, man. Oh, yeah, Voyager, Janeway. There you go. Yeah. Cool. You know, I did some Star Trek themes on Patreon last month, but I didn't do Voyager's theme. I did the original series, the Next Generation theme, and the reboots of the movies. Those three themes and compared them. That was fun. But I didn't do Voyager. Maybe another time. We got more. More thing. Margaret likes my imitation of Elvis.
Of Elvis.
I could be Douglas.
Right.
That's my name. Elvis
he
Douglas.
Can learn to wiggle your hips.
You know, now that I got that shot in my back, I should stop doing these reactions seated.
So you could dance.
And just stand up. I got to put pants on, though.
Oh, yeah, well. Yeah, they would kick you off.
Sucks wearing pants to work, doesn't it?
Kick you off, yes.
Oh, let's see. So what besides Elvis, some of your favorites?
Of course, the Carpenters.
The Carpenters.
I loved being from Arkansas.
I'm wearing pants, y'all. Come on.
Yes. Being from Arkansas, I grew up in the Elvis Delta.
Yeah.
And then the Southern Gospel I loved. And then I grew, the boys, when they were growing up, loved country.
Well, what about you? Like when you were
What
in
I
your
liked?
bedroom, Sweet 16, you're spinning records, you got
The
the poster,
Beatles.
the Beatles. You
The
got the poster on
Beatles.
the wall.
The Beatles.
All right. Who's your
No.
favorite Beatle? Who'd you throw panties at when they came to sorry y'all, when they came through town?
Paul.
Paul. My favorite is George.
George,
George is my
right?
favorite Beatle.
Yeah. I'm surprised you didn't pick the drummer.
Ringo?
Yeah.
Ringo's a great dude. But
Yeah.
no, I loved George's sensibility, his lyric, his songs are really some of my favorites from them. And I just love George. He's humble and just kind of going with the flow and fitting in and adding his touches where things go. And
I
I like that
believe
about George.
he is thought of as one of the lead musicians as far as music ability
Yeah.
and what?
Ray's reminding us that we learned yesterday that it was actually my grandmother who was throwing panties.
That's
Right?
true. Yeah.
At who? Tom Jones?
Tom Jones.
Tom Jones.
Oh my goodness.
Okay,
So you
friends.
do come by it honestly, you
Yeah.
know.
I'll make sure that I don't throw my own shorts at
Ooh.
at y'all.
Okay.
Come on. It's not ew. It's just we're gonna get back on track here. I think we need to stop talking about
All
throwing
right.
underpants.
I did
at
like
people.
Aretha. I mean,
You liked Aretha?
Sure I did. Oh my gosh. Yeah, of course the 70s. I even love the 60s and the 50s music.
There you go.
Just
How about the Moody Blues? Do you like the Moodies?
I did.
So I'm going to do this album this week, friends, for our Patreon audience. This is our next one in our in order here. We've done a few, and this is the 1969 album. This is To Our Children's Children, and it's about, as I understand it, a little bit of the space race, a little bit as well. And this one's going to be next up as a Doug's Choice this week. So the next one in the Moody's is what we're up to this week. I got it on vinyl, and I'm excited about it. You know what also happened this past week? Margaret's online with us. Margaret sent me something for my birthday. Thank you, Margaret. She sent me some Peter Gabriel, this Secret World Live DVD. I might put it on this. Well, I would put it on this afternoon, but I have another appointment. I'm going to be watching the Masters. It's Sunday at the Masters. It should be a holiday because what I do is just sit down and watch it and see what happens. Awesome, Bookhouse. Yeah, I don't know if they're great albums there, and it's wonderful. Cretino, I've heard a few off of this DVD, especially In Your Eyes. I've seen that one, and I'm trying to remember. I think I heard Salisbury Hill from this same concert film as well, and I just love the energy of it. They're in the round and they're doing their thing, and I've never seen the whole thing. And I said at some point, well, I think that would be great to have someday. And Margaret was paying attention. And she sent this to our P.O. box, and I thank you very much. So someday soon, we'll be listening to that. Maury says I need to react to Sledgehammer. That one I've heard, but it would be fun to listen to Sledgehammer. That one was from the 80s. As I recall. Gil is asking, any news on when you're doing any more Led Zeppelin stuff? I'm gonna do. Actually, I don't have any more Led Zeppelin out on the active schedule, but I think before long we'll get to another Led Zeppelin album over on Patreon. We've done a few of them, and the people have picked interesting ones so far. The first one they picked was called Houses of the Holy. And then the second one they picked is Physical Graffiti. So those two I've heard over on Patreon, but those are the only two Led Zeppelin albums that I've heard all the way through. So we got plenty more to get through there, friends. Excellent. Juan's asking about your favorite hits by the Carpenters. We were talking yesterday about Calling Occupants of Interplanetary Craft.
Yeah, but that was not her.
That wasn't an original.
Right. They did a cover.
Yeah. But I remember being a kid and we'd put that cassette tape of the Carpenters' Greatest
Oh,
Hits
yeah.
in the car, and we'd be driving to Grandma's house, and me and my brother would be trying to figure out who the aliens were. And Mom was driving along, calling occupants of interplanetary
That's
craft.
just one of my favorites.
Yeah.
Rainy Days and Mondays.
Rainy Days and Mondays. Yeah. So do we want to do a switch, or is the Superstar okay?
Superstar's fine.
We're going to do Superstar on Wednesday this coming week, friends, me and Mom.
Mhm.
And I know it, of course. I've heard it, but it's going to be a good time to get with Mom and get her thoughts on it, and then you'll get mine as well in there, and we'll have a good old time. Let me tell you more about this week coming up. Robert says hi.
Hi.
Tomorrow, you can see behind me, friends, I've got this album out, Riverside, Identity. Riverside, their new album, their 2023 album that I now have. And we're going to be taking a look at Big Tech Brother from that one. And I've already recorded that one. You heard, Mom watched me record that one. She was sitting right over there while I was talking to y'all, and she was taking surreptitious video of me. Okay.
Right.
So I was on it was weird to have somebody observing right from the side, but trying to stay focused this way. But it went really well. I like the song.
I was quiet.
Yeah, Mom was quiet. Mom couldn't hear the song because it was in my headphones. So you'll have to tune in.
I will.
Tomorrow. And do it. And listen to that. So we've got Big Tech Brother from Riverside coming up tomorrow. I'm going to do the EPL, the Extended Play Lounge for our patrons, with this Moody Blues album on Tuesday. On Wednesday, we'll release our Carpenters reaction. That's going to be fun. On Thursday, y'all, I am going to be taking a look. This one came actually from our friend John, who's currently over in Europe. And he says Europe is all ablaze with Eurovision right now. And things are getting hot and heated, and all of the different countries, entrants are going through. Joost Klein, Joost Klein, has a song called Euro Papa. And it's got like millions and millions of views right now. And John suggested that I take a look at one of the leading or trending songs for Eurovision before everything, comes to a conclusion, and just see what's going on. And
good idea.
Yeah, it's going to be fun. Y'all were talking about some Anthony Phillips. Soggy and Cretino agree that there's a song called God If I Saw Her Now.
That's a country song.
I don't think it's a country song.
No.
Because Anthony Phillips is not a country artist, but we can make it a country song.
Yep.
God, if I saw her now. No?
No.
No, I need to. No picking in the granite on that one.
Not quite Elvis.
Ooh, Phil Collins sings on it. That's okay. It's a sad song. Excellent. So yeah. Oh, thank you, Ray.
She did double her vocal tracks.
Use probably rhymes with post, so I'm probably saying that wrong. I'll get it right by the time that I do that album, that song later this week. He is representing the Netherlands in Eurovision this time around, and I think when John sent me the song a couple of days ago, it had like 18 million views already. So major stuff. Gil, I do have some Elton on the schedule, but it's not until next month. And then we'll see if we get to that. I have liked Elton John for a long time. And there's some of his earlier stuff that's so good for what we do on this channel. And so I'm excited to get to some more. Or I don't think I've done any Elton John on the channel.
I don't remember.
Wow. Gotta fix that. Gotta fix that. What else are we talking about? So I told y'all about Thursday with Euro Papa. On Friday, we're gonna finish out the week with some Rush, friends. It's been a while since we listened to Rush. Ray, Burn Down the Mission's one of my favorite early Elton John tunes. That could be a good behind the score. That could be. Maybe I could get some Elton on behind the score. That would be fun. Yeah, Rush on Friday, and we. You know what I realized? I've heard like Cygnus, Book One, and I've heard Xanadu, but I haven't heard the rest of that classic album. So Closer to the Heart, I'm gonna do on Friday. I know it's a relatively short song. I might end up doing two different versions of it if I can find a good live version. But I want to dive in and see what makes that song tick. I remember hearing it through the years, but it's a classic Rush tune, and so Masterpiece Friday.
Wow.
Masterpiece Friday. We're going to bring it to you. So that's the week. Riverside, the Moody Blues, the Carpenters, Jost Klein, and Rush. Woo! How about that? Andrew, I think I'm going to start with the studio version, and then I'll see what if there's a live version that I can do as well. Soggy, I have that album, the Elton Live in Australia. His voice was in very poor health at the time that he did that recording. So his vocals are a little scratchy on that, but they've got a lot of color. And boy, the orchestra just rips it up on those recordings. So when I get to Elton, we can do some of that as well. Exciting. So that's what we got, friends. Seth is saying that she's the queen of my double wide trailer.
I know that one.
You do?
I sure do.
We'd only have a single wide.
Oh my gosh. No. Double wides. Hush. The the sad part is you see those everywhere. There's nothing wrong with it.
It's a dwelling. You got a front door. You got.
Yeah. Would they know who the Beverly Hillbillies?
Oh, I bet some of these folks would.
Yeah, so it's not like the Beverly Hillbillies loading up their truck with Granny on the top in a rocking chair.
That wouldn't be you.
No.
I'm going to let you ride inside this time.
No.
Okay.
I would write, yeah.
That's funny, y'all. Amethyst. No, I saw that somebody had put that song in the chat here for me to look at, that Anthony Phillips song. Anthony Phillips was the original guitarist for Genesis.
Right.
And I haven't done any of his solo music on the channel yet, but I shall attempt to. There. See, they got it. Texas tea.
They do
Black
got
Gold Texas teas. Yeah, these are cultured folks.
That's true.
They know the Beverly Hillbillies, only the most cultured people. Know a hillbilly that came from Beverly.
Beverly.
Yeah. Beverly Hillbillies. So later on today, Mom and I are going to watch the Masters. We're going to cook tonight, and we're making breakfast for dinner.
We are.
Because that's what we do. And so we're going to make homemade biscuits. We're going to make
biscuits and gravy.
We're going to make sausage gravy. We're going to have some scrambled eggs. And I think we're going to wash it down with some Blantons.
Oh,
right?
Afterwards.
Yeah. We'll have to do that with dessert. So it's great having Mom here and hanging out with us. They're asking if you're musical at all.
No, it skips a generation. I know that genetically, and I know that by experience. It skipped me and landed on you.
Yeah.
But his grandfather was musical.
That's true.
Right.
That's true.
His grandmother, no.
My great grandmother.
Your great grandmother was musical.
Yeah, she played in the retirement home band. I remember as a kid.
She played the kazoo
and the tambourine
and the bells.
I
have her bells.
That's where I get it.
Yeah,
friends. That's where I get it. This is wonderful. Do any of y'all have any other things for us before we call it a day and go have some lunch? Excellent, Graham. Thank you. Yeah, I love that new album from Big Train, The Likes of Us. It's excellent.
I did say kazoo.
Yeah, kazoo. It takes a special type of person to play the kazoo well.
Yeah, and she was good.
Yeah,
she was good. She was the first chair of the kazoo players
in that particular retirement home in 1984.
Right.
That takes talent.
Right.
friends. That takes talent.
She had rhythm.
Oh, Chris, I love it. I love that you're here. Margaret, Mom's staying through tomorrow, so we're going to record our Wednesday video tomorrow before I take her back to the airport and she flies home. Mom's got to get back to her dogs, her puppies.
2 puppies, yeah.
She's got Cocker Spaniels.
And a husband, but 2 puppies.
There
for
you go.
sure.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Ralph can just hang out. You got to get back
Yeah.
to the puppies. Yeah, there
Kentucky Hills.
you go. It's going to be great. I want to get back to the house where y'all are sometime this year as well. So
do another cast.
yeah, that'd be fun. Yeah, so we can get Mom on the channel more often because y'all are responding really well here. How do you feel as you're on here?
Fine.
It's kind of strange talking to your phone
No.
and having all these people, with us, but they're great. Yeah, they met the puppies last summer.
That's right, Roscoe and Sassy.
That's true. Ooh, Tets. Yeah, I need to get back to some Dio, especially Rainbow. That would be excellent. That would be excellent for sure. It's been a while since I did some Dio. Cool. Well, friends, reminder. So Riverside up tomorrow, and then the Moody Blues on Tuesday. The Carpenters with Mom on Wednesday. Jos Klein with Europapa, the Netherlands Eurovision entrant on Thursday, and then Closer to the Heart by Rush is on Friday. I've got an off day on Saturday, and then a week from today, we'll have our live stream earlier than normal because it's one of these funky Sundays, and then we have a Doug on Demand later that afternoon at 4 for our Council of Dougs and our Doug's Angels members. Ooh, Matt's asking for some White Snake. I might get to some White Snake. I think that would be great. Let's see. Oh yeah, Bumbo. I could come back to some Salt to Dire Straits, especially with that Alchemy Live. I'm thinking about doing a series of live concert films, and that's where this comes in. We've already done the Live from Pompeii with Pink Floyd over on Patreon. We did that last fall, and I'd like to get to some more concert films and do just all like a whole concert. That would be fun for an extended listen because we haven't really done many live albums. Most of them have been studio albums that we do the full things with. So that'll be fun to get to that. Excellent. Is there anything else that we need to tell them that you can think of? I don't think so.
You're feeling better.
I think we're okay. Yeah, my back's doing better. We're continuing, although I'm just trying to take care of Megan, and get her on the road to feeling a lot better so we can get out and enjoy ourselves. The weather is beautiful here today. It's up into, what is it now? It's around 70 degrees now. And the sun's out, and it's wonderful. Well, Stephen Wilson does an interesting cover of ABBA. You like ABBA?
Yeah? I do.
Megan loves ABBA, and yeah. Margaret says that so Larkin Poe is a group that she's introduced us to over on our Patreon. They are a duo, I believe sisters, and two female duos. It almost reminds me of Heart, and how they're connected. But great music, and they sing really well. They play really well, and they're fun.
I'll listen.
Yeah, ABBA, not ARBA. Okay. You know what? I'll ABBA. You say tomato, I say ABBA. Come on.
Thank you.
Margaret says you're going to like them.
Listen.
If you have liked when we've played like the Waylon Jennings for you, then you'll like Larkin.
Yes.
Yeah, they're good stuff. Good stuff, everybody. Well, I believe that is it for us today. And patrons, keep in mind that our fan favorite submissions for this month is ongoing. We got another week plus for your favorite lyrics in a song, and they're thinking hard about this one, and they're gonna challenge me here. because one of the things that I like to do is to look at lyrical content,
Okay.
because I'm accustomed to setting text as a
True.
composer and interpreting text as a musician.
Right.
And so a lot of these songs that we do, I I'll hear the music, but I'm also looking at the language that they're singing and see, oh, if they're talking about this sort of emotion or a heartache or a broken relationship, and this is what the music's doing, that I can figure out what their musical
Right.
language is, and learn more about how they're approaching their craft. And yeah, excellent. Oh, they want stories about when I was young. Do we have any?
Well, let's see.
I'll just.
5 years old.
Uh-oh.
Real young, 5 years old.
What did I do when I was 5?
Well,
is that when I peed on the
the
playground? Is that what you're gonna tell them?
Yeah.
That's where your brain went.
Yeah.
I think I got expelled for a couple days.
Well, he learned to read pretty early, so I guess he was bored. Everybody else was still trying to learn, and he peed on the playground.
I had to go, and as I recall, listen to how smart I am, friends. As I recall, it would have taken me minutes to get back inside,
Yeah.
and use the facility and get back, and then recess would have been over.
Right.
But I can just whip it out and pee in the corner and be done in 30 seconds and get back to playing.
Well,
I only had like 4 minutes left in recess.
You had priorities.
Priorities, friends.
He had priorities. Oh my. So the principal calls me. Had to go get him. Bless her heart. That was the first one that came to
I
my
must have
mind.
learned from Dad. I'm like, I didn't know that was wrong.
Yeah. Well,
if you learn that on the farm, if you gotta go, just go.
You gotta go.
Help me, Robert. Right, Megan? Megan's
Right.
on.
Hey, Megan. What else should I tell on him?
Oh shit.
Going to baseball games he was a very good baseball player.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Until the other kids caught up with me.
Well, you could still throw.
Yeah.
And the pitches were, yeah. Anyway, for some reason I had the biggest vehicle and all the kids would want to ride with us. So we'd put the tunes on the radio, and pretty soon they would tire of the radio, and then they would start the diarrhea songs. You remember the diarrhea songs?
Oh, that is high poetry, high art poetry.
That was my highlight of going down the road, hearing 6 boys singing diarrhea jokes.
That's what boys do.
Yeah.
We were, as you can tell, we were a sports family.
Yeah.
Not a music family.
No.
If we were home in an evening, we were watching a ball game, not listening to the radio or listening to records. I remember listening to the Cardinals radio broadcasts with Mama.
Right.
I wasn't listening to music. I was trying to figure out what Greg Maddux was going to throw on a 2-2 count.
So his great grandmother and him shared a love of baseball.
Cardinals games.
Yeah. And so you do have a lot of memories of that.
Great memories. So that's why I didn't really have a lot of this music listened to as a kid, friends. Is because if we were in the car listening to music, it was whatever was on the country station at the time.
Or baseball.
Or we were listening to the game on the radio, or one of Mom's few cassettes. It would have been
Carpenters.
It would have been the Statler brothers.
Maybe, but
Elvis, like the Alabama, maybe.
Yeah.
Maybe Dolly Parton in there.
Maybe, yeah.
Maybe some Kenny Rogers in there.
That was the right one.
But that's all that I got listened to, friends. It was a giddy up and papa mau mau, Soggy Tom. And so that's where I came from. When I started getting into music after I started getting injuries, I really was starting from scratch. With really developing my musical ear and developing my idea of repertoire. I'm not blaming it on Mom, XBIA. But I'm just telling y'all, some people's like, how could you never have heard that? I'm like, this is my family, friends. This is what we were up to.
Didn't listen to it.
Yeah.
His brother
Dan
would.
Yeah.
But I never knew that Doug listened to that at all.
I never like the stuff that Dan was listening, like back in the day, he was listening to early Tool and Metallica and Guns N' Roses, and that stuff, as well as country. Dan's a connoisseur; he'll listen to anything, but he loves that gritty, aggressive music. And back when I was younger, I didn't have I didn't enjoy those sounds. And as I've done this, I've gotten more accustomed to those types of sounds. And I wanted to learn more about what makes that type of music tick, as well as all the other music that's kind of around that. What are y'all talking about? Andrew's a Cincinnati Reds boy. Because he's not too far from Cincy. He's not too far from y'all. Andrew's asking, what position did I play? I was a pitcher. Like my father before me. And my brother was a pitcher as well. I ended up having too small of a hand to really, and short arms for my height. And it just maxed me out with how fast I could throw. So I could do well in high school. I could do maybe okay in college, but I couldn't get further than that because I just couldn't generate enough speed to really get past everything. But, in Little League, we won the state championship when I was 12.
Yeah.
And and Megan tells me, I had to, I couldn't really hit a baseball, but I can hit a golf ball because the ball's just sitting there, right? Somebody's not throwing it at your head. So it's easier to hit. Andrew, I had like a big shoulder injury. It was not necessarily rotator cuff, but just my tendon and this whole mechanism just got crap. Is what it was, and it just happened like that when I was a junior in high school.
So the only
got a dead arm
sport you really had to turn to was golf.
That's true.
And as far as team sports, music was your
music becomes a team sport. Actually, choir is a great team.
It is
exercise. So is playing bells. It's a great team sport, and there's hardly ever any blocking or tackling in choir. So wonderful to hang out with y'all, friends. Was it bad luck or bad technique? Bad luck. Really, it was. I remember it like it was yesterday. There was a particular day where it was windy, and I was going through my motion. I got a little bit off balance because of a wind gust, and I tried to throw across my body. I got off balance a little bit, and my shoulder just kind of gave way, and I threw it out of socket. And then once we got it back in, it's not. We never had to have a surgery, but I just had a dead arm and I couldn't throw worth a shit anymore. There you go. Maury says band is an amazing team sport. Excellent. Matt says, am I a pool or a darts fan? You would find me better at pool than you would find me at darts. Although I could probably throw a dart or two. Got good hand-eye coordination, right? Can do that. Oh, darn. No. Nope. Better go back to the drawing board. Hey, tall man. Good to see you. Margaret, it wasn't too painful as I recall. It was more numb than anything else. It was hurting my knee playing basketball that hurt more than anything.
Yeah.
There's that. Excellent. Thanks, Sagi. Y'all are great friends, and it's great to hang out with you. It's great to have you with us. It's been wonderful having Mom here, and she's stuck around for the whole time. Look at this. This is great. You're a natural.
I was supposed to
do this.
They called me and asked me, would I make sure I kept you in line today?
Has she succeeded? I think we're still okay. I still got my hat on straight.
See, moms always know.
Right? I did cuss in front of you though, and you didn't say anything. She's she's warming up the swatter. Hey,
Oh,
doing that. Don't do that.
thank you. I
Yeah.
will.
We should have a spinoff called the semi-daily Donna.
No.
The Daily Donna, to respond to, you're reacting to my reactions.
I could probably do
Yeah, I
that.
can do that.
And
Here's where he's wrong, y'all. Yeah. Cute. Yeah. Well, Andrew, the next time that we get to Northern Kentucky and are hanging out with Mom, maybe we
Mhm.
can gather some friends for a little
Fun.
mingling. A little
Yeah.
mingling. We could go to one of the distilleries, or we can hang out at y'all. Have you ever been to the Kentucky Derby? How far is that from y'all?
Lexington,
Lexington, or it's in Louisville. Okay.
Louisville.
Louisville.
Louisville. It's about 45 minutes.
Yeah. Cool.
Not bad.
Okay. Excellent. Well, again, friends, it's going to be a great week. We've got Riverside, Big Tech Brother, the Moody Blues to our children's children, Superstar from the Carpenters,
Right.
featuring Donna, Joost Klein, Europapa, the current Netherlands Eurovision song, and we're going to finish out the week with Closer to the Heart from Rush. And I'm going to enjoy it. It's going to be a great week. And then we'll re-rack and start again and see what we can come up with for next week. Yeah.
Good deal.
Is it time for lunch?
Yes.
I think it is. Thanks, everybody. It's thanks, Ray, for putting that in the calendar. And I will let Megan know that y'all are all sending her well wishes as well. So fun. There you go. You've been adopted.
Oh, thank you. Thank you.
Thanks for being with me.
Thank you.
All right. We'll see you soon, friends. Let me see. I got to figure out how to end this. This is always the problem, Mom. Is that, oh, she found it. Look at that. Well,
yes.
Did we hit